Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. Today is July 30th, 2026. We are looking at Proverbs chapter 30 and verse 20. Proverbs chapter 30 and verse 20, and it says this. This is the way of an adulteress. She eats and wipes her mouth and says, I've done nothing wrong. You know, too often in our lives we look for the legal way of dealing with things. I didn't do anything wrong because I didn't technically break any law. You know, in different religions, they have rules about sex outside of marriage, and you can't have intercourse before you get married. There's one particular one where they've actually gotten to the point where they've decided that as long as you don't penetrate with a penis inside of a vagina, you haven't had sex. I can remember years ago there was a president named Bill Clinton who had an intern, and his statement was, I never had sex with that woman. And yet there was plenty of other activities that happened that were outside of what he defined as sex. Here in this proverb, we deal with that same conversation. But it's a deeper conversation than sexual conversation. The way of an adulteress is to eat, wipe her mouth, and say, I've done nothing wrong. It's not just about that. It's about doing things that are just outside, but you know are exactly the same thing. But because it technically isn't, I'm okay. I interact with men and women that all the time that tell me that pornography harms no one because it's not technically sex. I'm not interacting with other people. It's just me and my thoughts. Everybody does it. You know, all of the things. I didn't do anything wrong. And yet, they know deep down that they did. Or the person who says, I didn't steal that. It was sitting on the side of the road, and so it was free game. I don't know how many times I've ended up at the church with bicycles and other properties hidden behind the building because somebody walked away with something and then felt guilty and left it. You know, we do that, don't we? Doing the thing that we know we shouldn't be doing, even though technically, I didn't break any rules. Deep down, I know that it's exactly the heart of the issue, which is what God always corrected the Israelites about, right? The heart of the issue, not the following strictly the rule. What's the heart of the issue? Jesus dealt with the Pharisees in that all the time as well. That's what this proverb is about. The way of an adulterer. She eats, wipes her mouth, and says, I've done nothing wrong. I didn't actually have sex. I didn't actually cheat anybody because they should have known better. I didn't actually steal that because it was just laying there. I didn't actually actively dismiss that person. If they took it that way, that's on them. It's the same problem. I have the rule, and that's outside the rule. I'm okay because, well, like in Jewish culture back years ago, they could only go so far on a Sabbath day from their dirt. Their dirt, meaning their property. They couldn't go any further than so many steps from their property. So they would pick up dirt and carry it with them. And then when they went that many steps, they would drop a little of their dirt so they could go that many more steps. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't go past my dirt. I didn't go that many steps past my dirt. So I was okay. That's the way of the adulteress. She eats, wipes her mouth, and says, I've done nothing wrong. Today, as you go about your day, think about the fact that it's the heart of the issue, not the rule, that matters. I love y'all. Hope you have a great day. God bless.